Welcome to the Art of Business with Padula Media. We interview business leaders that are doing incredible things across the board in all industries. The show is about sharing ideas and advice to help you succeed. Welcome everyone to the third episode of the Art of Business with Padula Media. Today we have Jim Bernardine, the Jim Bernardine team. And Jim has been in construction 27 years and got into real estate about 10 years ago.
Yep.
Awesome. So Jim, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Thomas. Great seeing you again.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always is a pleasure. So just diving right into the questions, you got a grasp for real estate very quickly when you hopped in. What steps did you take when entering into the business?
Well, a lot of it translated back to my construction background. I mean, I was in construction for 27 years. I ran my own business. I was a strong entrepreneur. But what made me jump right into being a strong real estate agent or be able to pick it up really quickly was that it made me a really strong listing agent. And what I mean by that is I'm able to detail your house with all my construction background and understand houses very well. But what also was a great key to this was my mother was in the business for 30 years, so it made it easy to transition. But just my work ethic was really strong in understanding how to apply myself in different areas.
Cool. So can you tell us a little bit about your team and how you created it? And when you created it as well?
Pretty much I created it when I came to Berkshire Hathaway, which was about 2 years ago. Okay. I was at Keller Williams before this, and then I came to Berkshire Hathaway and realized I wanted to really create a team. I mean, my wife and I are a team. We sell real estate together, but it's a small team. I wanted to build a bigger team. So I've added 3 buyer's agents, and the difference what we do is with our team is buyer's agents, they service just the buy side. So if you're out looking for a house, they could actually show one to you. But if you have a house to sell, that would be my job. I'm the listing agent. And the reason why we separate these two positions is to be a strong listing agent. First of all, you have to be able to have the hard conversation. You have to be able to say, Thomas, I'm sorry, I know you said your house is worth $1 million, but it's really not. It's only worth $950. You know, the other piece that makes me a strong listing agent is that I'm very service oriented, basically from my construction background, and I can help you get your house in better than average condition, or I can go all the way to the top and we can make your house shine nicer than anybody else's.
Right. That's great. So moving into more of the business side of things, what are the most important things to keep track of when owning and operating a business, and why?
I think the most important pieces of business 101, cash flow, number one. You have to understand how to create cash flow and be able to maintain cash flow.
Right.
And you have to be able to advertise. You have to be able to, be able to buy signs and all that kind of stuff in real estate. But you have to be able to manage the money that's coming in so you're able to actually get out there and get people to see who you are.
Okay.
And then the second one is time management. It's a little bit more personal. I mean, it's individual,
right,
but without time management, you really are going to suffer in a day. I mean, you look at someone like a Jeff Bezos from Amazon. I mean, that guy's a master of time management. I mean,
right,
like, you know,
it's just kind of diversifying everything and making sure that you spend the right amount of time on each separate thing.
Exactly. I mean, like, I'm a big Andy Frisella fan, and I follow the five critical task method he uses, and you know, I do these tasks every day. Sometimes they're different, some are the same to create a habit, but I mean, like, it's all about creating a time management system to be able to attack the day.
Awesome. So your daily routine is very different. Can you tell us a little bit about it and how it works for you? My
daily routine. So I'm an early riser, always have been. Some of that lends back to my construction days, but I wake up around 4:30, 5 o'clock. Just get up every morning. I mean, I sleep into 5 on the weekends sometimes.
Sleeping into 5.
I usually do some type of like a personal growth, like a spiritual moment in the morning when I first get up. I make my coffee. I just try to fill my head with good thoughts, positive thoughts, some motivation. Just try to get my day going the right directions. I think it's so important to be able to focus the right way compared to the wrong way. I mean, I think, you know, you wake up and you have bad thoughts in your head and you can't get them out, you're going to have a tough day. The number 2, I transition to my emails. I clear my email box out. I get through that. I create my 5 critical task list.
Can you share one the book?
Yeah, the power list here, and it's awesome. It gives you the format for it. And then I dive into my workout in the morning. So usually by 7:30, I'm done that whole routine, and I honestly have more done at that point than probably most people have all day. And then I actually head to the office around 8 or 8:30 and attack the day from my 5 critical tasks.
Right. That's awesome. Well, I do the power list too, and it's incredible. It's a great way to get ahead.
I agree.
All right, so 3 questions we ask everyone that comes on to the show. Number 1, how many books do you read a year?
I read about 10 to 12. I like reading inspirational kind of stuff, motivational kind of books. a lot of times I read the same books a couple times to get through this. I mean,
Just to drive it.
Exactly.
And yeah, I assume you read the ones you like over and over.
Exactly. You know, the ones that really hit home with me. So I read about 10 to 12. This year I'm on a really good pace. I'm on my 6th book already this year. I hope I can keep that pace up, but we'll see.
That's awesome. Now, everyone on this show, just reading is so important, and people don't realize it.
It is.
Advice to the new entrepreneur.
New entrepreneur, I think probably the most important advice I give it is networking. When I was younger in construction, I spent a lot of time on site. You know, the construction really, I mean, when we're creating things, it has to be created pretty much right the first time. So we have to really kind of get really deep in detail with the homeowners and what's going on. So I didn't network as well as I should have when I was younger, and I've really changed that process when I got into real estate. But networking is just
And you think by networking more, you were able to scale more and build a team?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, it kind of a twofold, being that I tell people this all the time, I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but I feel like I'm on vacation in this job. I mean, from construction, it was so time demanding and physically demanding and mentally demanding. This one's more mentally demanding. So I don't have that physical demand on me, so I feel like I'm on vacation because of that. But it's given me a lot bigger opportunity to network with people and really work my sphere, you know, because I have more time. Because I'm not donating all that time and physical energy to a process.
Okay, great. Last one. One thing you could have told yourself 10 years ago that would have helped you today.
What kind of goes into the networking idea, build a strong CRM, build a strong contact, a management system that you can stay in touch with your people, you can keep them engaged and be a source. I mean, be a resource. You can, you know, you always want to give positive inspiration, you want to give relevant content, and you want to give information that they need. I mean, like, you know, help, you know, service.
Absolutely. All right, and that concludes it. Thank you so much for coming on, Jim. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you, Thomas.
And that concludes the 3rd episode of The Art of Business with Jim Bernardine. We'll see you next time.